Hello and welcome to Z Reviews, and let me tell you something. On this channel, which reviews many, many headphones, I do my absolute best not to waste your time on garbage. So if everybody says this is crap and I believe them because I trust people, then I don't review it. So if you're ever wondering, Zios, why do you like everything? Well, I try to keep things in the real. Now, since Eris came out, which is my headphone, which is like $250 and it's on Amazon, I was watching it climb the ranks. They used to show you the rank of, this is in the top, 1,500 headphones on Amazon. And I broke top 1,000. And then I broke top like 500, and then they shut that system off for some reason. And now, so I'm like, all right, if this is in the top like 600 of headphones on Amazon, what are the top headphones on Amazon? And let me tell you, it's a despicable mess of garbage Bluetooth knockoffs. Now, I bought two of them because they're not expensive. The one running trend is $250 is like unobtainium for most people when they're looking at headphones. Forget about the $2,000, $3,000 headphones. $250 is like world-ending, the only headphone you'll ever buy. So when Eris is like, all right, $600, that's not bad. Because things like this are the top-selling headphones on Amazon. This is the Musicozy wireless sports headwear, and yes, I bought the cheetah pattern on purpose. And then I saw these on the Then I saw these. Oh, you see, I actually did buy the Apple Airpods Max a while ago, and I actually like them. Some of the best noise canceling you could ever get. They were expensive as shit. I think $600, and I had some complaints about the clamp and the comfort and the headband's not bad. But then I'm like, you know what? What if I didn't have to spend $600? What if I could spend $30? Because this is a fucking like the knockoff of all knockoffs. The only thing it didn't do is a headband on top. And I actually might prefer this over that. And you can actually turn these off. They are Bluetooth, but I'm going to wire them because I want to give them all the advantages they can have. Because they fucking need it. Because these, all right, where do you want to start? With the ones that are actually kind of okay, or the ones that I want to actually physically burn? Because these, which have my name inscribed, where the hell is it? Right there. See, Zios Pinteras on the top of this headphone. These have been absconded by a Canadian woman who's in my life, and she's like, mine now. And you know what? Fine. I've got the Dyson ones. I cut my lawn with the Dyson Zones with the face mask and fresh air. Absolutely, I don't care about these anymore because the Dysons sound better and the noise canceling is almost as good, if not as good. And also that gimmick of the air is great for cutting my lawn. And then I bought the on-tracks, blah, 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 fuck. So these, if you go watch my review of them, I have to go watch my review of them. They're really well built. They have this weird like pivot, like the spring-loaded design here hasn't gotten any weaker from the 900 times she's gotten on a plane. You always see people with them on the, it's just the always headphone. And it's weird because there's no adjustment. There's no like head adjustment. Headphones like usually like, ooh, look smaller, bigger, this sort of shit. So this didn't do that. And somehow it fit. And if you took off the magnetic pads, it's like, wow, that looks fucking weird in there. You can see the driver back there, this weird super concave thing with a driver behind it. Tons of DSP. DSP is going to be the clue here. Because if I pull off the drivers and let me get the name of this one right. Hold on. Because it is actually existing on Amazon. The Wentronic Y01, which the blue ones, which is the ones I bought, which is an amazing copy of the blue ones. Over 500 bought this past month. The green ones, doesn't say how many bought, so probably less popular. Pink ones, over 1,000 bought this last month. So every one of these colors, purple, doesn't say, so probably under 500. Silver, it's literally getting cut off by, I think I broke Amazon. Go refresh. But point is, this is probably over 2,000. Over 1,000 plus bought. So let me just put it this way. The most Eris that have ever been sold in 1 month was like 60. And Eris is a hell of a thing, and I love it to death. It's the most bassy headphone you could ever get. It's wired. I love it. It doesn't compete. Another 1,000 plus. All these fucking colors. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. They're selling like 6,000 of these a month for $40, $39.90. And The reason I'm drinking the coffee and going to say fuck a lot is because they have 4.2 stars. 327 ratings. Now, I'm a reviewer. I'm a professional reviewer. I don't like reading reviews. I get my own opinion. I put it out there. You enjoy it. You don't like it. You agree with me, disagree with me, tell me in the comments. But something like this, I was literally going to point at these because they're just a piece of shit like this. And it's not a piece of shit because it's a copy. Oh, Zeus, you're not giving it a fair shake. That's an outright lie. That's a fucking lie. Active noise canceling. No. Budget headphone that punch above their price. Holy shit. I have literally laid in a pool of puke that has sounded better than these fucking headphones. Right? You want to know why I don't do bad reviews? Because my blood pressure, it's going to get too goddamn high. Now, I haven't given the Apple ones, the real ones, like a ton of praise about their sound. They sound clean. And they do it with that weird pad, like how far back it is. Now, if we yank this off, you'll see that they copied the living shit out of it. Like, oh, look at that. The only difference is, everything. Fucking everything. Whereas these are a tolerable headphone with amazing noise canceling, and they're very heavy. That's another thing. These are, like, they sound like stones because they weigh as much as stones. But Apple has, billions of dollars to do R&D. And these Wentronics from whatever factory in China weigh nothing. Oh, these are better to carry because look, they fold. You can actually fold them. Those don't fold. Those just do that, and then they don't turn off unless you put them into their sack. I have lots to complain about the Apple, but at least I can listen to them and not physically feel ill or like I want to strangle babies. So now these, with their recessed driver behind the pinholes, just like that, which are non-magnetic, they're just bullshit. Where do I begin with the sound quality on these? So I just wired them up. They have USB-C. There's your microphone. There's your 3.5 millimeter aux port, which I just put out a cable. I don't know where the fucking cable came with it is. This, see this knob? See this knob? Because that's a knob. On this one, it's a knob. And it adjusts the volume by turning the knob, or it's a button. This is just a button that's shaped like a knob. Just a button. And then there's more buttons because it doesn't have buttons because it doesn't need it, but buttons. I love that sound. All headphones need that sound. So you can call your pet fucking gopher and kick it because of how bad your fucking audio decisions are. Put this over my head. Remarkably light. Like, I gotta say, if I had to wear one with it off for the entire day, it would be these and not those, because that's the first test on Z Reviews, is get a headphone and wear it and don't play anything, because playing music distracts you from if it's comfortable or not, because you might hear a great headphone. Oh my God, it sounds great. 3 hours later, you don't know why you want to fucking stab yourself. We're going to get to these, by the way, which are actually not terrible, except for the fact that they're real quiet. And those have 2,000 a month sold per color. So, okay, we got them on. I've got them into the IFI Zen DAC. Actually, you're the amp? Yeah, you're the Zen amp. We've got them on the highest gain because I don't know why these are so inefficient. Maybe because they use like 20 millimeter drivers or something. But I'm going to hit play now on a song. Doesn't matter what song. Doesn't matter what genre. It doesn't matter what amplifier I use. I'm going to hit next. Okay, I'm hearing sound. Oh my God, that's a piano. All right, so now I'm not saying like, oh, the classical music doesn't sound as rich on it. I'm not that asshole audiophile. I listen to The Prodigy. I listen to shit from the 90s. I listen to crap recordings. And I like music for fucking music. But this Beethoven is, well, what is this? What's playing? How is this Billy Joel? Billy Joel Opus 8 Suite for Piano. Billy Joel is spinning in his grave right now, even though he's alive. I hope he's still alive. Please don't die because I said this, Billy Joel. Because it sounds like there's some music. All right. The only way I can get you to understand what it's like is take a decent set of headphones. I don't care what headphones you use. Take a decent set of headphones, bring them outside, get a knife, find a squirrel, cut that squirrel in half, kill and cut that squirrel in half, and then shove him in the drivers and then wear the headphones. Boom. I just saved you $30 because whatever headphones you had now sound as bad as these fucking things do. I actually had to specifically play left and right test tracks because they sound mono. Stereo is when you have two drivers. Mono is when you have one driver. Like middle. And there's no panning or anything. And these are so compressed and compacted and just impacted like fecal matter that I couldn't tell they were stereo. I couldn't tell they were stereo. And they do such a good job of trying to copy like, oh God, that gonna kill it. In fact, oh God. Here, let's see what happens if I do. That's clipping. Now, unfortunately, I can't hook up Valencia, which is my other collab, because that's a 17 watt per channel balanced amplifier, and I can't plug it into this because it would need two sides. But this would absolutely light this on fire. And I took it out of this. Let's try the Alpha Pro, the DNA Alpha Pro, everyone. Haven't reviewed it yet. Let's put the gain on high, because obviously we're going to need that if we're going to try to blow shit up. Perfect. It's a great Bluetooth speaker. It's just, listen to it. It's just perfect. I'm going to lower it down to it actually doesn't sound terrible as a Bluetooth. I feel maybe that's the thing. Maybe they just took some like shitty Bluetooth speaker drivers and shoved them in here, which if you don't know, Bluetooth speakers tend to have a little less quality because they just need to make a lot of volume. And these are hard as fuck to drive. And when you play them quietly, they sound like it sounds like a million ants. Not from Rick and Morty, different million ants. Like another million ants climbed into your brain and died, and they're just rotting. And that's the sound of the fucking thing. That's this. This is a horrendous. This is a great example of like, I have a cop. You don't. And I don't even like these that much, but still fucking no. So, what amplifier would blow them up the best? You know what? Let's give them a little bit of $5,000 German tube magic. Right? I agree. You agree? You all agree, right? We're going to give them a little bit 8 watts per channel of fuck you. We're going to need OTL. We're going to need high gain. Okay. Yeah. We're going to see. Hopefully this wire can conduct all the power, because I usually do sound demos for patrons and subscribers or supporters of this channel. I have very good microphones. I put the headphones on it and I record them on my reference set of headphones, which are Neumann NDH20s, and I try to give you like a good representation so that you can listen at home and compare and contrast. I'm not going to fucking bother with this because these deserve not to live. So let's do this. Let's see if they play. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. What would be the song to explode these drivers? Let's take the cover off. So if there's smoke, we can see it. Because I've never destroyed a headphone. And this is a headphone my hard-earned money, or the patronage money, I guess I could say, went to it. I'm hoping, baby, the owner of this company, Audio Valve, has passed away. He died during COVID. He was a German man who always wanted to invite you out to drink beer. And to honor his legacy, let's blow up this piece of shit. So we need to find something loud. So I luckily have a replay gain installed. And so it tells me what the volumes are on the tracks and how far down they need to go. Some of them are real quiet and some of them are real fucking loud. So let's see, what's the loudest track we've got? Marilyn Manson. Oh, yeah. My Monkey. Okay, let's just... How long do you think that's going to last? Am I going to get a copyright? Oh, wait. Oh, it definitely smells it. Will it just explode? Or will that clip and destroy my $5,000 fucking German amp? Because I'll be real pissed if that happens. Oh yeah, we're good though. We're good. We're definitely good. Carpenter Brute. They're trying so hard. You know what? I'll actually just burn them in a fire. So here, let's sort these where they belong. Did they explode into flames? Be cool if they explode into flames. And now let's go to the other one, which I was kind of like, ha 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 ha! Look at this stupid headband, people in music and shit. Is that even a music symbol? So, fuck those. Fuck everything about. Oh god, the wires are even shit. Unlimited playback time with an aux port. Congratulations. So now let's move over to the other one that I was good. I just want to report every one of these high fucking. I fucking can't. So I'll look at the Musicozy. Only $20. If you go to the black one, it says one sustainability feature. Oh my god. 8,000 plus bought in the past month, motherfuckers, month. All right, my headphones, I try real hard to promote them. I try to tell everyone how good they sound once you get used to them, breaking the pads. They're fucking great. My favorite headphone, no lie. All these and Deserted Island, everyone's like, you got a Deserted Island CS, which one do you take? Eris, always Eris. I sleep in them, I eat in them, I fuck in them, and I go on planes with them. But you only sell like 50 a month, 60 a month maybe. And that was then. Now it's sort of slowed down. But this thing, which if you haven't figured it out, is a head. Here's where your ponytail goes. If you don't have a ponytail, grow one. And you put your ponytail through that, and it's got this little thing on the front, which is sewn in with a play pause, plus and minus, and there's a little like perforation so you can see the light blinking in it. Did it go off? I hope it didn't go off. Hold on, there we go. There we go. Okay, bottom's over, red line is playing. And so 8,000, and that's just for that color. See how much the purple's got. Any 500 plus. This other one that's just black again, 200 plus. Yeah, the one that I picked, the one that's obviously the best one because it's cheetah print, only 100 plus. So assume a lot. And it's wild because there's 22,997 ratings and it's 4.2 stars. So this thing is designed for people who are playing tennis. Look at her. Wow. Look at her. She's playing tennis and she's just flexing. Is this fake? Did they actually get her to wear this? You know what? Wait, her hair is. I don't think she's actually wearing it. I think that might be photoshopped. You know what? They did a really good job photoshopping. Yep. Nope. So, I'm not against cheap headphones. That's another thing. This isn't like an audiophile stuck-up asshole channel. You come here, and these, which you can't get in this color because the company sent them to me directly because they're like, hey, we have some white ones that are prototypes we never sold. So these are Koss KPH 40s. And they are usually $40. They're actually on sale now for $30. And I've changed the pads to make them a little bit bigger. And you can detach the wire and make it anything you want. You can buy a little Bluetooth adapter for your pocket and it's a wired headphone. People who are buying this shit. Wait. This is actually, no. People who are buying the cheap shit, for some reason are obsessed with, wires, never again. Oh my God, we've in the future now. And I'm kind of about that. And I'm trying to get a wireless adapter thing made for fucking, Eris and everything else is 2-wire. But this, for $30, will kill most of the headphones I have in this house. If it was like, those AKG 712s with these. Sell those, keep these. What else? We got Sivgas, these. Anything great out, these. Most of the shit over there, including H800, maybe these. These are one of my favorite headphones. I can fully 100% recommend a $30 set of Koss. And in fact, if you want Bluetooth, it's going to cost you a little bit more money until the Bluetooth version of the KPH 30 comes out, which is coming. But here are the Koss Porta Pro Bluetooth. Look, USB. Here's your buttons to control it. Again, I swapped the pads, but they fold up and they roll up into ball. These are $100, which is a little bit steep for what they are. So just wait for the new ones to come out. Hopefully I can provide a link at some point. But these are basically these with a slightly different driver and Bluetooth, and I have 10 fucking pair of them. Not because I spent $1,000 in it, because the cost sent it, but I give them out to like only my specialist friends. And I take them on the plane, and I keep them in my car. And because this is what a good headphone made out of Bluetooth can sound like, and they're open back. A lot of people have this thing like, oh, it's a Bluetooth headphone. It means, first of all, people think, because they're gamers or they're grandmas, that all headphones are just closed back. And that is not a thing. This headphone you put on, and if nothing's playing, you just hear people talking and out and about. You hear things because it's an open headphone. Open headphones are the superior headphones usually for tuning, because we're not meant to stick our heads into fucking cookie jars and then play music. You're supposed to just hear sounds like birds and trees and people talking. So like Eris is a semi-open, so there's vents around the side, so it blocks some sound, but not all sound, so it's a little more natural. Coffee. So when you get an open headphone like this and it's Bluetooth, it means you can play your music and it just sounds like background music in your life. It's fantastic. So now back to these, because these you wear in your head, and in here there is something that big, which is a little bit smaller than what the cost is pulling off here. If I pulled off the pads, which I really don't feel like doing, but I'll do it because you guys are the best. You fucks. So here's the driver on the cost, and here's a driver in the Musicozy. And you can see it's much smaller. This is, I think, a 40 millimeter behind this plastic guard. This is probably a 25 millimeter. I don't know. I've never seen such a small thing. I'll put you back together. But here's the thing about the Musicozy. It honestly didn't make me want to throw up. It sounds okay. The real problem with the Musicozy is, actually, look, there's even a fucking pocket. Holy shit. Can we extract this? Oh my God, am I about to convert the music? Oh God. I'm about to convert the Musicozy to a COS. I can't wear them with the, oh Jesus. With the camera in my head anyway. There it is. There's your little driver, which is mucho smaller compared to this. But it doesn't sound terrible. Partially because it's an open back versus that thing trying to be a closed back. Closed backs are very hard to tune. I've got another collab coming out called the Serene from Kiwi Ears. And when the Serene from Kiwi Ears comes out, I'm going to give you one thing about it. Play it fucking quietly. Because when you try to play a closed back that is limited because it's a planar, it's wild, loud, it gets too much. So an open back's a lot easier to just make it sound good. So these little fucking bastards here that are just sitting in their little plastic thing inside their little soft piece of fabric actually don't sound bad. I have separation. I have air. They're an enjoyable listening experience. They have no bass. These have bass because they get more to your ear and this is sort of floating inside a piece of fabric. But I'd give these a 6 out of 10 in audio quality, which those 1 out of 10, like legit 1 or 2 out of 10. They barely function as an audio device. This above a 5 is fucking spectacular. However, I have nailed the volume on my phone, and if you press the button on here and you actually hold it, it beeps to say it's at the loudest it possibly go, and it is just not loud enough. If you're trying to listen to a podcast and there's anyone speaking near you, you're going to hear them louder than you're going to hear your podcast. If you're just running and you're trying to play like music to jam to, these are not a jammable thing. These you could jam to. Hell, I could hook these up to this and you'll be like, holy God, Zeos, that's scales, because these things are miracles. And these things just happen to function okay. I was fully prepared to just be like, these are going to be shit. And they're really... Wait. I know it's on the wrong side. Sue me. But they're like out right now and they should be producing music and they're just not. Do I have a wire to turn on those? I don't think I have a wire. I just have waifus. Nothing but waifus, no wires. So I'm going to end this review because I don't want to have to do this more than like once in a while. Because I got to remind people why I don't delve into shit. I knew I was going to pick that up. Pretend these are the clone because it's close enough. I knew these were going to be bad. Because they're $30 and they look like Apple AirPods. Like maybe there was a slight chance. There was like a 10% chance that maybe the clones will be acceptable. Because, Apple's using DSP correction, which is digital signal processing, to fix and correct for such a small space. This is only, if you go like this, it's only about that thick. And you put a driver that close to the back of something, and it's filled with electronics and batteries, it's real hard to get it to sound good. So the fact that Apple was even able to do that, I don't have any love for Apple and Apple products, but mad respect for fitting this big an ear depth thing into a headphone like this and having it sound even acceptable, and they sound a little bit better than acceptable. Again, are they my favorite Bluetooth headphone? No. I'll take Bose QC45s of them, but those are also $300 headphones. Everything that's portable and great is like $500 fucking dollars, and most people are just not gonna. You're just not gonna. You gotta wait for the costs. When the KPH30 wireless come out, you buy those. But the Musicozys are alright. They're alright. I was expecting if these got twice as loud, I'd actually consider using them. Not today, because it's 90 fucking degrees today, and I wore this for as long as I could stand to wear it. Even in my 68-degree basement, I feel sweaty. Probably the coffee's fault. But there you go. So, Musicozy with 8,000 plus 10,000, 20, fucking infinite fucking sales. If your mom needs a fucking thing to lay in bed and listen to the sounds of dogs barking or some bullshit, fine. But if you're like, oh, you know what? My girl, she wants those Apple AirPods Maxes, and I ain't going to spend those $600. I'll buy her these. Don't. Just break up. It's easier than giving her those, right? And even if like she ain't going to know the difference, I'll know the difference. I'm not going to sleep at night if you buy fucking those headphones. So I'll link in the description these two, but they're going to be like, well, Musicozy will be up there. Then everything else you should consider before. And then maybe maybe those fucking pieces of shit. Because I want that top 100 list of headphones, which I can't seem to get to anymore. I want that whole list to die. There was literally, out of 80 headphones, one wired headphone. You know what it was? An $8 Airpods fucking clone for the 3.5 millimeter. A wired Airpods for $9. Oh, top 21st headphone ever. I was angry because this wasn't getting into like the top 200. And I'm like, well, what's in the way? And it's fucking everything. Oh, by the way, I also looked up the most expensive things on Amazon. So yeah, I don't even want to, I just can't. How the ratings are so good blows my fucking mind. It just means don't listen to product ratings. And also the fact that there's only 327 of them when so many thousands are sold a month is like, well, no one gives a shit. And the people who are giving a shit are probably being paid to give a shit. But then you go to the most expensive shit, and for some reason there's a 3.5 millimeter plug, Apple AirPods plug for $10,000. An Astle & Kern for $12,000. Duplex, like full wireless 16 headset system that mildly makes sense for $8,000. And then there's a headphone streamer for fucking. These are all dumb. You know what I hate the most though? There's a silent disco pack with 3 transmitter and 500 headphones for $20,000. Look at these people. Look at is that Electric Forest? That's definitely Electric Forest. This is like there's a man dressed as a lizard. But I just don't. Just broadcast something else. I would love to review one of these headphones. Just one. And see how shit they are. Because it's just, oh, God. Wow. That's, yeah. Let's all just do our old lady yoga with our watches on. So, yeah, I'm done. Griffith Wallpaper and the Wallpaper Horde, if you don't know, all the wallpapers I've ever used ever for fucking 8 years are all in one spot. You got Resilio Sync, and it'll sync them all to you. And go find the original artists on Sauce Now or IQDB. Thank you for stopping by Z Reviews. You will not find another one of these for a while unless this video does really fucking well, in which case my rage will fuel me. But people don't send me to Munich audio shows and to help me with collabs if I'm just shitting on everything. So let's try to find good things. Finding this is like finding a quarter in the street. That's it. Not a $100 bill. These are the $100 bill you find on the street. These are like, oh, look, someone dropped a quarter. That's kind of interesting. That's all they're worth. I'm probably never going to use them again. These, God tier. Those, my babies. So yeah, if you think, you know what? Tell me your stories. What is the worst audio purchase you've ever made? Because that one is probably mine, but I did it on purpose. I had to know. It was the same blue. The same blue as my set. I have to know how bad. So bad. So fucking bad. Like choke a homeless person and live inside their body bad. I don't know how that relates, but shut up. I can't make a Z reviews. It's not insane enough. So I'm done, you're done, we're done. For $7 a month, patronize this channel, see reviews early, participate in yard sales, get to Loss of Sound demos. $15 a month, cat. $15 a month gets you into the patronage chat where you could ask me questions directly, constantly. Jubei, what do you think? Could you shit on that? I'll allow you to poop on it. You know what? He gave it about as much thought as I was going to give it. There you go. $15 a month, you could ask me questions directly in the chat. You also get into a lifetime swap meet channel to buy, sell, and trade gear. And if you guys can think of any other benefits I should put on the Patreon, let me know. Because we're all fucked after 2025, and we'll see how I can do. If I can live off of doing this bullshit or not. So yeah, I'm done, you're done, we're done, she's done, he's done. He's definitely done. And I'll see you all in the next one. Fuck's